What's up guys, Houndish here, and today XUR has returned to Destiny 2 for the weekend of the 11th of October. Of course today we also get the launch of the new dungeon for Revenant, so have fun with that if you are diving in. Initially though, for me at least, we're going to jump in and take a look at XUR. So he's in his normal spot in the tower, of course his first visit inside of Revenant right here. And straight away, it's worth mentioning the XUR'S board, the new exotic skimmer that will be released, isn't available this week. It will be available next Friday on the 18th of October, as Bungie announced previously. Worth mentioning that, as I'm sure some folks were expecting to see it with the arrival of XUR. But for the featured loot this weekend, we've got the Wardcliff Coil Catalyst available right here, as well as the Black Talon Catalyst. So if you need to pick either of those up, it's going to be worth jumping in and grabbing them. But for exotic armor, we've got Wormhusk Crown for hunters, total stat roll of 62, primarily with mobility and intellect. Then we've got the Helm of Saint 14, another 62 roll here with resilience and intellect mainly. And then 65 on the Fellwinter's Helm for the Warlock, so best overall this week, primarily with mobility and intellect. So not necessarily anything super exciting in the stat rolls. We do have exotic class items available this week though, so if you already have access to these and you want to get an additional roll, it's another good time to go and visit XUR. Now let's take a look at strange offers. For materials, we've got enhancement prisms, cores, as well as glimmer, and gambit engrams are available this week. So if you need to collect any stuff there, it could be useful. But to the strange gear offers, I believe this is where the XUR'S board will be featured next week. For exotic gear, we've got Hawkmoon with rangefinder this week. And then there is Crimson, of course, the Red Death style hand cannon. Actually, still a fairly solid weapon. Of course, it takes the exotic slot, but if you're a newer player, one worth picking up. Then there is the Cold Heart, the OG trace rifle right here, if you're after a vanilla weapon from D2. And then Black Talon, which is a kind of fun sword. Again, if you're a newer player who don't have this yet, it's probably worth trying to grab to add to collections. But for legendary stuff, we've got Enigma's Draw with Opening Shot and Demolitionist. There's the Scathelock, which has got Subsistence and Multi-Kill Clip, which might be alright. And then the Cartesian Coordinate with Feeding Frenzy and Thresh. The Outlast Pulse Rifle, which has got Outlaw and High Impact reserves. Falling Guillotine here with Energy Transfer and Whirlwind Blade. And then there is the Shattered Cipher with Tunnel Vision and Adrenaline Junkie. And finally, the Crown Splitter, so class swords. And this one for Titans has got Thresh and Vorpal weapons. So give us your thoughts on any of those weapons. A couple which are okay rolls. For the armor though, we've got the Holdfast set of gear from back in Season of Arrivals. So if you want to add this to collections or check in for the stat rolls, it's worth taking a look at XUR this week. But for XUR Insider Destiny 2 guys, that pretty much sums it up. So as always, I hope you found the video useful. If you have, a rating down below very much helps us on the channel. Be sure as well to get subscribed so that I can keep you posted with more Destiny content. Otherwise though, cheers for tuning in. Have fun if you do jump into the dungeon, and I will catch you guys very soon.